What was that?
Is there a black person here?
What did you just say?
I said, is there a black person here?
Do you have a question?
Yeah. Is there a black person here?
Chip, why are you asking that?
Janice said there was one in here. Came to check.
There's a white person here too.
Well, I don't need one of those.
Chip, please stop what you're doing.
What's the big deal? I'm just trying to find the black person here.
Well, you found her. Okay, you got her today. Okay, let me see. Let me set my sparkling down.
Oh, here it is. Got it.
Are you saying, is there a black purse in here?
Yeah. Success. I like your haircut, Linda.
Total bullshit. They have to tolerate that shit. You are fucking nuts. You are nuts. You're not a woman. You don't look like a woman. You don't act like a woman.
Really?
You're fucked in the head. What's wrong with you? You are fucked in the head. You're an embarrassment to the community. Look at yourself, for Christ's sakes.
Really?
For Christ's sakes, who would want to even be close? My God.
Really?
It's horrible. You are not a fucking chick. How do you fucking live with yourself? Do you think there's one person that really thinks that you're a chick?
I know a lot of people that agree with me and that accept me for who I am.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Why
are you doing this?
Why? Because this is who I am, sir.
Oh, fuck
this
that
is who
shit.
I am.
Fuck that
You
shit.
can't deal with it.
I don't want to deal with it.
So we shouldn't deport people because they might cure diseases, but we should kill babies even though they might cure diseases.
What do you mean by killing babies?
An abortion.
What do you mean by an abortion?
When an abortionist goes in and sucks out a baby that's growing in a woman's womb.
Are you one of those who thinks that life starts at the moment the sperm meets the egg?
I don't think, I know because that's what science says.
I'm a doctor, and that's not what science says. It's completely a religious belief.
So when does life begin?
When does life begin? Life begins... Life begins as a human being. Life begins at viability.
So how are they growing for 20 weeks before viability if they're not alive? Because dead things don't grow.
Plants alive.
Yeah. But is a plant a human?
Some people believe that it's at the moment the sperm meets the egg. Other people believe it's a quickening. Other people believe that it's at viability. There is no scientific agreement about when human life begins.
96% of secular embryologists and biologists agree that life begins at the moment of conception. So
They don't believe...
it's a study out of the University of Chicago. It's not religious at all. It's totally secular.
No, that's not true.
If I miscarry at 8 weeks, that means my baby died. Therefore, they were growing and then they stopped growing because they died. So how is it not alive if I miscarry? So we should...
members of these gangs.
You mean the tattoos MS-13 on our knuckles doesn't that doesn't help it?
Those
Do you have tattoos of Al-Qaeda?
the tattoo did not say MS-13.
wrist?
I don't want to get into
Oh,
that.
of course it does. It's just accidents that the four symbols represent the letters MS. See, this is why Politico is a joke. This is why you are gutter press and fake news. That those four symbols that just happen to comport with the letters MS and the numbers 13 don't, in this case, represent MS-13. You're sitting here live defending a member of MS-13. That's why I regret coming here. Because this isn't journalism. This is protecting those who hate America. Shame on you. We are saving lives. Saving lives. How about Maryland fathers compared to Maryland mothers? Like Rachel Marin, mother of 5, raped and murdered and thrown in a ditch. How about Jocelyn Nungare, age 12, raped a mile from her home and thrown in a ditch? It's strange that Politico doesn't do articles about her, that mother, or that 12-year-old girl. Why is that? Why is the MS-13 guy with the knuckle tattoos more important in terms of due process than the lives of 12-year-old girls brutally raped? It's weird that the priorities shift to defending the member of an FTO, but not the children and the women. Dan Crenshaw...
This right, like as he did, right, underneath, and try and keep it, that feels pretty tight right there, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you can, just breathe naturally, and let's just see what happens. Okay. All right, so we're at 1,367. We've already just passed 2. So now we're in the place where he could be having headaches. He can be, we're at 3,786. Look at this. We just passed 5,000. Now we're in the toxic level. Right now we could be doing this 7,000 inside this mask of the CO2. 8,000 parts per million. And now this thing's gone off the Richter scale, folks. It can't even register how high the CO2 levels are inside. And look how many seconds that was.
14th, the U.S. will temporarily lower its overall tariffs on Chinese goods from 145% to 30%, while China will cut its levies on American imports from 125% to 10%. That's an accomplishment, ladies and gentlemen. You know why? Because the Dow increased by 1,044 points. And all of a sudden, all of this noise about how our 401ks have been lost and our IRAs have been compromised and all of this stuff going on in the stock market that's compromised American lives and Social Security is in jeopardy and all of this other stuff. I got news for you. This 90-day reprieve forced the markets to react in a positive way. If a deal is struck within 90 days, and if it is a deal deemed successful by the Trump administration, remember what I just said about AOC, Jasmine Crockett, Bernie Sanders, etc.? Toast. Democrats will lose the midterms. If Trump finds a way to win this tariff war, and make no mistake, this is where the war was. All of this stuff where he's throwing tariffs at everybody else, that was smokescreen. The target was China. Third largest economy in the world. Target was China. The third largest trading partner, I'm sorry. That's what happened. If this is ultimately deemed a success by the Trump administration, the GOP will win the midterms.
AD-Bug. I cut it open another one just now, showing you. You see those transistors in there? You see that? I'm not finished. I'm going to show you the rest because TikTok said this was against community standards, that I'm telling you to get these things out of your house. They're monitoring what you do, what you say. Now, you see the transistor in there? You see that? This is another one. Monitoring you in your own home. They can see you and your wife when you're making love and everything else. Get these LED bulbs out your house. You see what I mean? Transistors. Look at this one. When I told you that one line, and TikTok gonna say this is against community standards, get them out of your house.
I wanted to talk, Marlon, a bit about, just so proud of how you are being a role model for dealing with a child that's transgender.
Absolutely.
And that's, that warms my heart, particularly as a Black man. Would you care to share that journey of?
Well, I learned.
I can't say it, but I'm telling you, I know what's going to happen next. How much metal you have in your body will affect you when this thing happens. It has to do with frequency. Okay, so that I stay safe and I can come back and I stay alive, I want to tell you something. I will give you a hint to what he showed me. It's going to happen, and you have to get rid of these metals in your body. And it could happen tomorrow. It could happen, but they're going to say it's something else. You're going to have to do your own thinking about this. I don't want to get in trouble, but just stick a piece of foil in a microwave and picture that in your body.